staggered three-point shot, and bang! He's got it!
Bang, bang.
Headed in for a goal.
And welcome back to another broadcast here on Titan TV. I am the voice of University High School, Jacob Reedy, here with Adam Black. A huge thank you for making that awesome intro. And we are here for the boys wrestling duel.
Indeed, we are. The University Titans will be taking on the Mainland Buccaneers and some varsity wrestling action. Little information for you guys. Of course, 4 weight classes will be an automatic decision, as we do not have enough wrestlers for them, but the rest of the weight class will be wrestled today.
And it seems as though we are getting into the national anthem here, as Ms. Hahn brings us into the start of the meet.
Refrain from entering the court surface and the mat surface during this evening's matchups. At this time, would you please stand and remove any hats for the playing of our national anthem? Alrighty, now for the season's starting matchups. At 106 is a double forfeit. At 113 is a double forfeit. At 120 for the Bucks is a forfeit versus Eli Nichols for the Titans.
And so Eli Nichols will get a win off of forfeit, as well as Nathan Lee.
At 132 for the Bucks, Brian Harris versus Zion Sanchez. At 138 for the Bucks is a forfeit versus Diego Melendez Rosario for the Titans.
And so that will be Rosario claiming a win for the Titans.
Rodriguez Endino versus Anthony Moscato. At 152 for the Bucks, Sam. Adele. I'm not sure. Please forgive me. Versus Gage Gunderson for the Titans. At 160 for the Bucks, Joshua Stubbs versus Brian Mercier for the Titans.
And with that, our first match of the day, or the night, I should say, will be the 132 weight class Zion Sanchez Rivera versus Brian Harris.
And the Titans already coming into this with 3 wins off of the forfeit. And so, is it total scoring, or is it individually scored this meet?
So dual matches are total scored.
Okay. So that will certainly contribute to a Titans win here tonight, won't it?
Yeah, indeed it will. But before any action can start, we have to get these forfeits out of the way. As Eli Nicholas getting his win. Nathan Lee now for his win, also by default. And now we were ahead to the first match of the night.
Yes, this will be the 132 class, as Mainland will be wearing red for the night. This is Brian Harris coming to the middle of the mat to strap up, as well as Sanchez Rivera checking in at the table.
So Rivera will get his ankle strap on, and we are about set to kick this night off.
And the ref will signal go as the wrestlers come to start off this meet.
Bit of a stalemate so far. Somebody's going to they're going to look to try and find some control here, see what the other wrestler was going to try to do first.
And Rivera is certainly trying to get another win for the Titans after already confirming 2. They will have another forfeit after this match as well.
Rivera nearly got the takedown, but Harris able to stand back up.
And now both are on the ground as Rivera is going to try for a cradle here.
Yeah, Rivera was trying to get his hips around and get control for the first points, but Harris able to escape.
And so no points yet for either side. The Titans coming close, however. And now both wrestlers locked at the head. Rivera looks to make a sweeping move, but he can't connect.
Harris able to hook that leg. He's going to try and get his hips over now.
And Rivera's going to put himself in a little bit of a better position here. Now all he has to do, oh, no, Harris is going to get the takedown. And so now Mainland leads by 2 points. Now Rivera is looking for a reversal. Harris has him in a position to pin. And that will be a 2 near fall for Mainland. That's going to put them up 4 points as we head into the last 30 seconds of this match. Rivera now almost pinned once again.
And you saw his head go on the mat there to keep his shoulders from hitting the mat. Great move there out of Rivera to stay alive, and now he's going to get a point for an escape.
Before he got that point, Harris was able to get a 3 near fall, which is going to put Mainland at 7 to Rivera's 1. As Mainland tries for another takedown, that will be the end of the first period. I believe we're running on a 2-2-1 schedule. And so Rivera will get the toss heading into the second period, losing 1-7.
Rivera is going to choose neutral as he down by 6, going to want to get some takedowns.
And so the second period is off to a slow start as the wrestlers circle each other.
Yeah, not much, just a little bit of a lock up top. It seems as if they're both kind of waiting for each other to make a move.
Yep, and there's Rivera trying to sweep, but he's not going to be able to.
The coach is telling him to circle there to stay away from the edge of that zone.
And now Coach Andy trying to get him to sweep. He's going to, and he will be countered by Harris, who's going to put him in a near fall here. That's going to be 2 near fall for Mainland. Rivera almost still pinned, trying to fight it. Fighting it with that back right leg.
Yeah, Harris going to try and pick his head up and put his shoulders down, but he's not going to be able to do so.
Rivera's going to get out of that, but Mainland will get a 3 near fall. That's going to put him 3 away from a win here. 4 away, excuse me. And that will be 3 more near fall for Mainland. An escape point for Rivera. This puts Harris a takedown away from a win. And that will get him the win there as the referee signals by major fall. Major decision, excuse me.
Yeah, Harris did some pretty quick work there, able to get some couple takedowns, and then, you'll see some of these wrestlers, they'll let their opponents up just so they can possibly get another takedown, just keep racking up points.
Oh yeah,
them.
you see it all the time. They'll give up that 1 or 2 escape point in order to get the major decision in a match like that. I mean, even being able to get that in the second period is pretty impressive. So, a heck of a win out of Brian Harris there. That will be another win for the University High School Titans, as Mainland must forfeit their 138 match. Diego Melendez Rosario will take home a W for this Titans team. And coming to the mat will be your 145 match. This is Anthony Moscato wearing orange for University High School, and Daniel Rodriguez Adino coming in for Mainland Blue. And so the match will start off here. Moscato, a very confident wrestler. This is his first year here at University High School and his last, but he has made an impact so far on this wrestling team.
And that was a good move there out of Rodrigo, able to basically just completely counter the takedown attempt by Moscato. He'll let him back up, and it'll set us at 2-1.
And so now Andino almost got Moscato in a pin here, but not a near fall yet, as Moscato looks to get to the reversal, and he'll be slammed once again, and that will be an escape point for Moscato there. I don't exactly know what those other 2 points were, whether they were a near fall or what. Oh, okay, so they're saying that Moscato escaped and then Andino took him down again, so that is where those 2 points came from.
Moscato going to try to hook a leg there, and he's got to take down himself.
And so now the wrestlers find themselves tied with 45 seconds remaining in this first period. Moscato has the advantage, and he's going to look to get a cradle, and he just can't get his hands to connect there.
Yeah, you're right. He's going to try and get that cradle as Adino looking to counter here. No, Moscato's going to take control and nearly
as Moscato almost puts him in a pin. 23 seconds left. And now Adino's going to get a reversal.
Hey, come on, kid.
And Moscato trying to work out of this pin.
Yeah, I mean, he's really just going to try and...
And that will be the first period. There seems to be sort of a scoring issue, so I'm sure the referee's going to go work that out. And that is exactly what's going to happen here. Referee heading to the table to subtract points off of Moscato's score. Moscato now trying to fight to stay alive here as the first Titan in this tournament fell, unfortunately, to major decision. And Moscato will get the coin toss, and he'll select top.
Yeah, usually when wrestlers select top, they're really going to want to try and go for the pin, as they already have their opponent on the ground.
I think Moscato's confident he can get the pin here.
Yeah, as he almost does there. Nearly dropped Adino's head, but Adino is looking to get out of this here.
Oh, and Anthony's got him in an armbar here. This could be bad for Andino. Andino's trying to work out of that bar. And they will call an escape for Andino here, as Moscato starting to kind of regret taking top, not able to get that pin.
Moscato trying to hip toss him here. Neither wrestler has control yet.
And there he goes, gets control. Now he's going to go for that pin. And Andino trying to work out of it using the strength of his legs that he has the upper advantage here on Moscato.
Yeah, you see him trying to pull that head back so his shoulders can hit the mat.
And he's going to get him. Moscato's going to take a win for the Titans here. What a beautiful show of athleticism. That hip throw ultimately what's doing it in for Andino. And Moscato walking home a happy man and the winner of 145.
Yeah, that's just great fight out of Moscato. You know, was down early, and we said it. You know, he chose top because he knew he could get the pin. He clearly did it there.
Yeah, that's exactly what Moscato was looking for there. He was worried about maybe not being able to get those points, but he's going to win here by pin.
So that'll take us to the 152 division. Gage Gunderson going against Sam Ayodel from Mainland.
And so the wrestlers will start the meet here again as Gage is going to get thrown and the ref will call a takedown and escape for Gunderson. And so now here is Ayodel trying to get another takedown out of Gunderson. A quick one for sure. Only, I believe, 10 seconds into the match he was taken down. And
able to get a hip toss there. And he's going to grab himself another 2 points there.
Gunderson able to work out of being pinned there. He's going to get on his stomach. And now Ayodel's going to work that shoulder a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to try and get his arm inside of Gunderson's shoulder and try to work it to his head and to try to pin him over. But
yeah, Ayodel's going to get a 2 near fall there as Gunderson gets an escape. And I believe Ayodel is just trying to get more points out of Gunderson, kind of like how we saw in that first match as he gets another takedown here and leads 8-2.
Yeah, so he's going to try and pull that arm
he's going to
from under Gunderson. He's able to flip him over almost, but not enough. Going to be looking for some back points here. He's going to get him. Wasn't long enough to get him anything.
And you kind of wonder why doesn't Gunderson throw his body like out of bounds here? He could maybe get a better position starting on bottom instead of being in a near fall. But
yeah, it's hard sometimes, especially when you got another guy on top of you. But you see, he kept his leg. You see, he always keep his leg extended. You don't want to have your opponent get a hold of your leg.
And here's Coach Andy telling Gage should keep his hip up, and Gage is going to get out of here like we talked about. Not before Ayodel gets another 2 points. He leads by 8. And Ayodel looking for a major decision like his fellow teammate did in the first round here on Gunderson. So here's Ayodel on top. He's going to get over Gage, who didn't look to make a clear effort there in getting up. He kind of seems defeated here in the end of this first period. We will head into our second, where the Titans are going to get the flip.
Yeah, that buzzer might have saved Gunderson there. Ayodel had that half Nelson in. He easily could have pinned him there.
Or Mainland's going to get the flip, excuse me. They will select neutral. And so now they are back at it. The second bout of 2 minutes here as Ayodel looks to take Gunderson down once again, and he will. And that's another 2 points for Ayodel, putting him up 10 and only 5 away from major decision.
And Ayodel's got that half Nelson in. He's going to look to finish it here. Gunderson able to fight out of it. But nonetheless, Ayodel's going to get himself a couple more back points.
And so now Ayodel only 3 away from a major decision win here. You almost think to let the wrestler up, but he's going to go for the pin, and he will get it. Ayodel on the pin on Gunderson. That's going to be Mainland's second win of the night. First one by major decision, this one by pin.
Yeah, for Gunderson there, he really needed to keep his hands inside. Ayodel had multiple chances to get that half Nelson in and clearly finished it there.
Yeah, Gunnarson's a lengthy. He's a lengthy guy for his weight class, though. You can see Odell's kind of stubbier here. And now we're going to head to Christian Boussier with an interview on Anthony Moscato.
Well, I'm down here with Anthony Moscato. Anthony just took a victory. Can you tell me how that felt when you got that pin?
It felt awesome. I mean, it was a hard fight, and I felt like throwing up. I was out of breath, but I was like, I looked up, I saw my sister. I was like, she can't watch me get pinned right now. So, yeah. I got back in the fight and I got the pin.
All right, thank you, Anthony. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Christian. As Brian Persinger
will be taking on Joshua Stubbs in their 160 weight class match. We've seen both these wrestlers wrestle in this gym before at the Clash of the Titans meet. And so now Stubbs and Persinger, foes that have seen each other once before, will take each other on once again as Persinger gets a early takedown here. 2 points for the Titans.
Yeah, that was a great snap down out of Persinger. You know, try to go in for the takedown, but Persinger able to get his hands just around his shoulders and able to snap him down into the mat.
And so now Stubbs trying to fight out of Persinger's lock. Persinger, a 4-year wrestler. He's been with this program a long time. He's coming off of an ACL tear from the previous football season. And what do you think these types of matches mean to a guy like Persinger?
Oh, it means everything to him. You know, he's been wrestling since his freshman year, and then, you know, I was out there on the football field when he tore his ACL, and it just killed him because, you know, the first thing he thought about was, oh, man, I'm going to be able to get there for wrestling season.
Yeah, as someone who's close with Persinger, I always knew that this was his number one concern in life right now is wrestling. He takes the sport more seriously than he does, I think, than anything else in life. And it gets shown on the mat in situations like this where Persinger just is completely dominating Stubbs right now.
Trying to work him back to the mat.
And Persinger with a little fancy move there, making the crowd go, woo. And so he's going to try and get the pin on Stubbs here. Not looking for any points, it seems, as the clock ticks down in this first period to 40 seconds.
And Persinger's got his leg. He's trying to pull it out from under him. Nearly had him. And
Persinger trying to think of what he wants to do next. He's almost trying to somersault Stubbs into a pin. Now he's going to push his head into the mat here, trying to get him to roll over onto his back.
Yeah, I mean, he's got complete control. He has the time to think about what he's going to do.
And now Stubbs kind of giving up here for a second, and he's going to get back into it, fighting.
Yeah, Persinger possibly could have snapped his head down there and got the pin, but
I mean, going into this second period, it's not the best to only have 2 points out of Persinger here. But that will in the first period. Persinger is showing how confident of a wrestler is to only leave that first round with only 2 points after such a dominating performance.
Yeah, you can see what's the work he's trying to do. He's trying to get this pin. He's trying to end it.
Yeah. So now Persinger will defer to Stubbs, who will select neutral.
Yeah, it's a smart move there for Stubbs, as he does not want to be on the ground, as Persinger's ground game clearly showed how good it was there.
He certainly doesn't want to be on top either because he doesn't know how Persinger can fight from the underdog position. As Stubbs goes for a sweep there, and Persinger he's playing far off of him so that he can't get to his bad leg. That's exactly what he's doing. You can see him keeping that left leg back a little bit.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good sprawl there, just completely denying that takedown. And he's looking to hook his hands together here. Might be able to get him in a cradle. Stubbs trying to fight out of it.
And so now they're going to call a takedown for Persinger here as he skyrockets to 4 points over Stubbs.
Stubbs looking to reverse around, but no. Persinger able to not deny that. Persinger
almost getting into a cradle here.
Yeah, you saw it the whole time. He was trying to hook those hands together around his shoulder and under Stubbs' leg.
And now he's got his hand wrapped around Stubbs' jaw. And he's just shown that he can still be a dominant wrestler no matter how much off time there is. You can see his face here just full of excitement and motivation. He's trying to take Stubbs down, and Stubbs Stubbs is putting up a good fight. 30 seconds left into the second period. Only 4 points for the Titans here. Persinger still looking to work that cradle. They will go out of bounds.
Yeah, still going to give Stubbs a chance to reset here. Able to flip his hips out of bounds, and Persinger shortly followed after.
And look at the height difference here between Stubbs and Persinger. You can see Stubbs has an advantage here on Persinger lengthwise. But as we've seen so far, it's more about the base that you have with the wrestlers coming in from last match. Adino beating Gunderson, and now Persinger having the advantage to Stubbs as the second period comes to an end.
Yeah, you saw Persinger there able to. He's still hanging on to his wrist, just giving him no chance to be able to stand himself up. As that'll do it for this second period. Persinger on top, still 4-0.
As the first match we've seen goes to the third period, Persinger leads by 4. The Titans winning the meet right now by 13 over the Mainland Buccaneers.
So Persinger's going to go on top here. He's going to try and finish it. He's still got control of that wrist, giving Stubbs not much to do.
So I think Persinger selecting top here just shows that he's been going for this pin this entire match. He's confident that he's going to eventually get it. Stubbs just playing pretty good defense from the ground right now.
Yeah, see Brian Persinger's got that cross face in, trying to grab hold of his other arm as well as the leg, but that's going to be Stubbs' first point of the match as he able to stand up of that one. Another sprawl there out of Persinger.
And Stubbs getting a hold of Persinger's behind there as we fought a minute 15 left in the final period. Persinger still the advantage by 3.
So, doing how we start now, both wrestles neutral.
So I've seen this. This is what Stubb likes to do. He likes to get a good lock on Persinger, keep him close, and then he's just going to jolt out at the legs. Persinger very good at working that left leg, pushing it back, ensuring that Stubbs can't get to it. He knows that's his weakness, and he's going to keep playing off of his strengths.
Yeah, you said it. Stubbs had a lock on both of Persinger's wrists, which, you know, when you're in a position like that, it's pretty hard to do much. But Persinger with another great sprawl. We've seen, you know, that's just one of the most basic moves in wrestling. Got to get that down or you have no chance.
But you can tell Persinger, he's not playing like off of strength or size. Persinger's playing technique. That's what he's good at. He's gonna get into a better position every time than most wrestlers. Just like how you see there, he's gonna get a takedown on Stubbs.
Yeah, Persinger, senior this year, wrestling for quite a bit now.
Close to a takedown.
Yeah, you said it with the technique thing. Persinger, a senior, he's been wrestling for quite a bit now, and you can see his experience paying off here.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't realize like the difference between like an experienced person in some kind of craft and someone new, despite size and stuff. Just having that knowledge of like how to play better than someone is always going to help you get a win, and we can see that here in Persinger here as he just remained dominant throughout this entire match. And I believe that he will be winning by decision here. And that will be the final period as Persinger walks away a 4-1 win over Joshua Stubbs, adding to the Titans' total over Mainland.
Yeah, I mean, if we had a ground control timer there, that must have been hit in 5 minutes through that match for Persinger. Just complete dominance on the ground. Unable to get the pin, but he gave Stubbs nothing and nowhere to go.
And so now we will be heading into our 170 match after a dominant show of skill there by Persinger. This is Reese Gordon in orange fighting against Hayden Haleman for Mainland. Off to a fast start here for the 170 class as Reese goes for the takedown. And Hillman getting on top of him. And Hillman's going to get the takedown here, or close to it.
No, neither wrestler had control there. Still fighting for it. But there's Gordon going to get the first points of the match.
And it looked like it could have gone to either wrestler there. Hillman showing up there and Gordon finally getting it. And he's going to try and maintain control here.
Yeah, to start this match off, Hillman just with a bunch of fake takedowns. Not for much reason, and Gordon able to take advantage of it. As right when he stood back up, he took him right down.
Oh, and Hillman almost working a reverse here.
And that was a really nice bridge out of Gordon to keep him from doing that.
Gordon, another experienced wrestler here. He's going to get called on this reversal, I believe. Yeah, he will. Hillman will get the reversal, but like I said, Gordon, an experienced wrestler, much like Persinger. And he's going to try and work the left arm of Hillman here to get out of this pin. And the ref will signal them out of bounds. That will be 3 near fall for Hayden Hillman and an escape point for Gordon. That will put the Bucks up 5-3. And so now Royce playing with the face of Hillman, or Reese, excuse me.
Going in for the takedown there, going to try and get his hips around. And that might have costed him there, trying to go for the head, able to get it. He's still got his leg, though, going to try and get the signal in. And, yep, he's got it.
And Reese kind of showing how strength does play a part sometimes. He's clearly the stronger opponent in this match. And so we will be heading into the second period. Your Titans lead the overall meet 27-11. This match tied in the second round, 5-5.
Yeah, that period for Gordon, just a couple little mistakes that could have costed him.
And so I believe Mainland selected bottom here, winning the coin toss as Gordon's going to take position. And Hillman's trying to work him way out of this, trying to get that extra escape point that'll put him over this tie. Reese, of course, looking for the pin.
Gordon able to keep him on the ground. Nearly had an escape there for Hillman.
Slam Hillman to the ground there. Oh, Reese almost trying to go for that cradle. He's going to let Hillman up. Hillman getting that escape point he was looking for. That's going to put him at the advantage right now. 1:30 left in this second period.
Hillman, nice sprawl there, and neither has control yet. He's going to try and get his hips around and bring him to the ground.
And what a move by Gordon there. He's going to almost get Hillman in a pin. And the ref's still not calling a takedown, and there it is for Gordon. Gordon's going to maintain an advantage now, looking for this pin on Hayden Hillman, and he will get it.
Wow.
An amazing move by Reese Gordon there to finish out this match with 1 minute left in the second period. That will be another win for the Titans.
And with that, we're going to send it over to Christian Boussier for another interview.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian, it seemed like you were in a standoff with him for a little bit. Tell me what's going through your mind through that.
Well, the kid was pretty strong, so I had a tough time turning him on over, but he was pretty easy to control, keep him bottom. So my mindset was like, let me just keep him down, push down on his head, punish him, not going to let him get up, and if he does get up, I'm going to make him work for it. So, yeah.
All right.
And that was Brian Persinger as we head into the 182 match. This is Slade High-Tompkins facing off against Mainland's Josh Newman. And I will say about High-Tompkins, he's a physical fighter. I have had the pleasure of stepping into a ring with him, and let me say it was a 3-round battle, and I expect to see the same thing out of him on the mat here tonight.
Yeah, High-Tompkins, over his years, he's bumped down a couple weight classes, and he already looks much more agile than he used to.
Absolutely. Yeah, I remember going into sophomore season, High-Tompkins was probably fighting in the 200 range, 190 range, but now he's down to this 182 class. He's looking good. He's looking strong, man. You can see his legs just outpowering Newman's here. And so the wrestler is kind of at a stalemate.
Wouldn't be surprised if High-Tompkins looks to get a little snap down here. He likes to use his leverage up top.
Absolutely. He likes to break the backs of the Mainland wrestlers here. And he's going to get a little lock around his hip. He's going to try and hip throw Newman. And Newman's going to hip throw Tompkins, but Tompkins is able to get the takedown on him. And now Tompkins going to work him to the bottom of the mat.
Yeah.
And Tompkins gets close to a cradle here. He won't be able to lock it, and the wrestlers are going to fall out of bounds before Newman was able to get an escape. So
yeah, High Tompkins, pretty good reversal on that hip toss there, able to keep his hips back and not let him take him to the ground.
Yeah, an excellent reversal there. High Tompkins almost able to get that cradle, but he's going to try and work Newman's left arm here. Excuse me, he's going to work Newman's right arm.
Unable to snap it down. Newman looking to stand up here, but you see Slade High Tompkins keeping his hips back, unable to.
Yeah, Slade's going to get his left leg. He's looking to slam him. He's not able to, but High Tompkins just more worried about keeping the takedown, not letting Newman get that escape point. And he's going to get a hold of his right arm, and it is not looking good for Newman anymore.
Yep, Tompkins going to try and keep control of his arm so he can't stand up, and that's going to end this first period of action. High Tompkins on top 2-0.
And the Titans will get the coin flip, and High Tompkins is going to select bottom. Now, this is a little confusing call here out of High Tompkins. He must just feel very confident from this position, as we haven't seen Newman on top yet.
Yeah, he clearly seemed pretty confident in his ground game and what he's seen so far out of Newman. As he almost looking to stand up here.
And Slade's legs are just so strong as he gets this escape point. It wasn't really a battle. Once he was able to get onto his feet, he was able to push himself up very easily. And so Tompkins is going to take an early 3-0 lead over Newman here as we head into the first 30 seconds of this period. High Tompkins given the command to circle by Coach Andy.
And yeah, there he is again, trying to work his leverage up top that he possesses. He's got an arm hooked. He's gonna look to try and maybe toss him down, sling him down.
Newman going for a leg sweep there, but it seems as though it hurt him, and now Tompkins able to get this takedown and looking for more. Oh, he's going to get Newman into a little lock here.
Yeah, you see his legs intertwined
and Newman
under Newman's.
Tried to roll there, but Slade just rolling back over on his stomach. And now Slade
trying to get that Nelson in, probably flip him over and end this, but Newman able to fight out of it.
30 seconds remain. Tompkins up by 5, looking to work that right shoulder.
Yeah, you see him again. They're just trying to keep control of his arm there, so it makes it harder for him to stand up.
And he's just beating that right arm right now. And Josh Newman trying to go for something here on Tompkins's neck. Not going to be able to get it, so Tompkins pushes him back down to the ground once more. And we will head into the third period here. Tompkins not able to get a pin. He will lead by 5.
And yeah, you said that's going to take us to the third period now.
And this is the second match to go to the third period. The first one, obviously, Persingers, who won by decision. Let's see if Slade can mount maybe 3 more points here and get the Titans over that decision into the minor decision call.
Again, a bit of a stalemate here. Tompkins trying to hook an arm under Newman's.
Just not a lot happening as we are already into the first 30 seconds of this third period. Newman has to make a move soon if he wants a chance at winning this match. I don't think with a wrestler like Tompkins you're going to necessarily get the pin. So he's got to somehow find a way to work 5 points in this next minute, or else it's not going to end too well for the Buccaneers here in this 182 bout. And there's the attempt by Newman. Thompson's not letting him. And another takedown by Slade High Tompkins. This will put him into the decision category. And now looking to get to minor decision. Here's Thompson's with the right leg.
Yeah, Newman's takedown attempt, not much going for him. Tompkins able to hook his head, and he nearly gets the pin here.
And Newman's going to get a stalling call before he was able to before he was thrown over onto his back. Now Thompson's looking for the pin.
Tompkins got his hand locked under Newman, trying to pull his head back and get those shoulders down. He's already going to get some points here as Newman's shoulder was down for quite a bit now.
And he is so close to getting this pin, and he will get it. Slade High Tompkins, the third pin of the day. A beautiful showing of athleticism there. Hyde Tompkins winning by fall. And he just looked absolutely dominant there over Josh Newman.
Yeah, Tompkins clearly settling down in his new weight class. And we're going to send it over to Christian Boussier with one more interview.
Reese, tell me. I'm down here with Reese Gordon. Reese, tell me, was that win satisfactory for you?
I won the match. It was satisfactory to win, but I'm not excited on how my performance was. I could have wrestled a lot better, and I wish I wrestled a little bit better, but I'm still glad I won the match.
All right, well, thank you, Reese.
Thank
Best
you.
of luck.
And now we will head into the 195 match. Carlito Bentoncourt, the University High School linebacker, will be taking on Malik Daniels, the Mainland wrestling star.
And you can already see this is going to be a physical match. And what a takedown there out of Carlito Bentoncourt.
And I would just like to, Carlito looks almost smaller than some of the wrestlers we've seen before, but he's just straight muscle. I mean, if you just look at the kid's quads, they're bigger than almost everybody here, and that's only at the 195 class. We're not even dipping into 220 and 280, but he's looked dominant so far as we go into the minute 10 mark of this first period. He's playing the edge of the circle.
But yeah, you said it. Carlito is a muscular kid, and that's not all just looks, folks. He has a pretty strong kid as well.
As he's trying to somersault Daniels here. And Daniels wearing a little bit of different gear compared to the other Mainland wrestlers so far. You see him in shorts.
And that's going to be a costly mistake there for Daniels.
And
as you see,
Bentoncourt going for the pin.
You see Bentoncourt has his arm wrapped around the outside arm of Daniels, he also has it wrapped around his head so he can get his shoulders on the mat easier.
Daniels made a smart move there going out of bounds. But what I was going to ask earlier, Adam, is there a particular reason why Daniels is rocking shorts instead of a singlet?
It could be his choice. He could think that it's a little more comfortable, but also some teams, they just have some teams have just shorts and shirts, but clearly Mainland has both. So it could be that's going to lead me to believe that it might be just his personal preference.
So now Bentoncourt is going back for that pin. He wants seconds, and he's going to get them. Carlito Bentoncourt eating up this wrestling match against Malik Daniels, an absolute animal. And Bentoncourt will take that by fall in the first period.
And we're going to send it back over to Christian Boussier with another interview.
All right, well, I'm down here with Slade. Slade, that was a pretty good match. You seem a little tired. Tell me about that.
A little bit. Yeah, you just had to give you as much effort as you could. That's all it was. I was wrestling up a weight class, too. That kid had 15 pounds on me. Just got to wrestle out.
All right, thank you, Slade, and back to you guys.
Thanks once again, Christian.
And Christian being an amazing interviewer as always tonight. Snazzy in his little suit as we head into the 220 bouts. This is Zachary Bear in orange fighting against Micah McGuire in Mainland's blue. Another change in uniform for Mainland here. As Zachary Bear maintains a low position. You can see we're definitely getting up in weight class now.
Yeah,
as
Bear.
we got some big boys out there on the mat.
Yeah, Barry, fairly short for his size and weight. Has a pretty low center of gravity.
Yeah, but as we've seen today, that has almost been an advantage for most wrestlers as he almost gets thrown into a somersault here. Mainland looking for the pin. Bear's not going to allow for it, and he'll get escape points. Yeah, the stubbiness of some of these wrestlers has been an advantage. You saw it in Persinger. You're seeing it in Bear here. Mainland leads 4-1.
So yeah, what you're seeing right now is what's called an over-under. One arm is over an arm, and one arm is under, and likely might see hip toss here out of Bear. There it is, but no, not able to get it, and that's going to be a takedown for McGuire.
Bear just not able to work that right leg. He won't be able to throw his body over McGuire, but he's going to get escape points there. This will put McGuire at 6 and Bear at 2.
And your coach there, McGuire, might be looking for the snap down. Unable to get it. Bear able to keep those hips back.
And now Bear trying to go for a sweep. He's going to get caught up there by McGuire, now trying to hip toss, and they will be ruled out of bounds. Neutral as they head to the center of the mat.
Yeah, Bear nearly could have got that toss there, but just McGuire keeps his hips back.
Now we will head into the second period of this match. Bear trailing 6-2 as he has some ground to make up. Be the Titans toss. Bear's going to select top. He's looking for a pin here. He doesn't know whether or not McGuire can escape. We haven't seen McGuire on the bottom yet. And so maybe Bear, confident that he can work this pin, he's going to be going at his left arm.
Yeah, it's just like what we said earlier. You know, he hasn't been on top yet, but he clearly hasn't had too much success on the bottom. So Bear's just going to try and work the pin here, but no, it's going to be reversed by McGuire.
And not yet. The call has not been made yet. And McGuire will get the reversal on Zach. And McGuire's going to let Bear up, trying to get some extra points here.
McGuire's got control of Bear's left wrist.
And now both wrestlers just at a stalemate. As Bear tries to sweep, McGuire capitalizes, and he's going to get another takedown on Zachary Bear. And now he's going for the pin on Bear, and he will get it. A unfortunate match out of Zachary Bear there. He's going to look to work a little bit more. But, I mean, Malik McGuire, he looks like a dominant guy. Definitely had the size advantage over Zachary Bear there.
And here's our man, Christian Boussier, once again.
I'm down here with Carlito. Carlito, that was a pretty intense match from my perspective.
I appreciate it.
I want you to tell me what was going through your head and what you saw.
Okay, so in that match, I drifted pretty far away from what I usually do. I usually, get a head tie, bop him down a little bit, shoot for a double, boom. But he was kind of being real good on defensive with his hips. So what I was doing was I just kept good pressure on him, kind of made him do a shot. Once he did the shot, I countered it, just behind him. And then from there, he would just give me easy pins combinations. I was like, why aren't you moving? Like from the bottom, he just wasn't moving. So I'm like, okay, well, if you're not gonna do that, I'm gonna keep head pressure. But that was it.
All right, thank you, Carlito. Thank you so much.
Electric interview out of Benton Court there as we head into the last match of the night. This is the 285 class featuring Seth Cruz in orange and Christian Singleton Hudson in Mainland's blue. As that looks to be an escape point for Cruz and a takedown for Hudson. And now Cruz is going to get a takedown on the big boy. Looking for the pin here.
Cruz nearly had the pin there.
He's so close. He just needs to work Hudson's right leg over his body. And Hudson is going to get an escape point. This is going to put Hudson behind 2-2 Cruz as he got a near fall.
That's a costly mistake there for Cruz. Almost got himself pinned.
But now Cruz is going to try and work these points here. The wrestlers tied 5-5, 30 seconds left in this first period. Cruz not wanting to get pinned here, and he unfortunately will. It looked like it was in the hands of Seth Cruz there for a second, but unfortunately just not able to take that one home. And so now we will end this meet at the 285 weight class. The University High School Titans taking it home 45-23 against the Mainland Buccaneers. And so we will be heading into the handshake here. A little post-game productions coming as Boussier is going to try and get an interview out of Coach Andy. A Titans win tonight here at this amazing duel. I want to thank you all for tuning in, and we will head to Boussier here in a second. Andy just working his wrestling team.
Okay, kill it, kill it.
Never mind, we will be wrapping up this production here. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jacob Reedy here with the lovely Adam Black. And I am sorry we couldn't get one final interview off for the night. But thank you for tuning in once again. And the Titans